care of him? Good cat. What? Hey, King. Oh, we got music too. King, house. Yes, let's make it rain. Get in here. It's raining. Yes. Yes, house. Yes, house.
Dude, that's sweet. That is sweet.
Yes, house. Mackay. Catch. Yes, house. Yeah, big man. Great work.
Yeah.
Doo-doo. 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 House. Yes. All right. Come and see the show. We're doing it live. Cool.
That can, listen, that can be...
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet. You don't know the power of the dark side. You don't know the power of the dark side.
You don't.
Whatever you want, stop.
I'm comfortable.
Don't do it all the time.
I just told you wrong.
I don't want to wag my feet off. I want to wag my shoes off. Stop it, Steph. You're making me feel funny.
And then this is later. Yep. Now we're going out for the night. So. Beer.
Need some condoms.
Prima.
A real fancy hat.
Card.
Uh-oh.
But I know you want to see. I'm out of the little car,
Now you gotta start over.
and I know you want to see my
She's
face.
looking for a hat, April. Oh, how about that?
By the exploding
What is
cigar.
this?
How about this?
I know you want to
Okay,
see
yeah.
the
Shopping?
bright cloud
Here you go.
getting up my sleeve.
Here you go, Steph.
Sorry to bring you down. Sorry to bring you down.
That.
But I'm
There's a blue hat over there.
Right across the way.
She was so completely amazing at
Yes,
this.
but we were at the car from New Mexico, right next to you guys. You guys
She
were
was
in,
like completely
camping-
posable.
camping like in a van? No? Yes?
Prima. Right, Epi? Wow. Really?
Yeah, sunglasses
That is a pretty talented move there. You see CupCake on the ball? Holy cow. What's up? Welcome to the show. It is Monday. We are going to do some mechanics. Yep, I still got my guitar. So what's going on? Anything happening? Sage Paw's here. Who else here? Anyone? I need to move this right here out of showing this scene only. Move it up into show all scenes. All right, thanks for liking. Invite all your friends. Don't be shy, talk. Right, Epi? Talk. All right, so I had a super cool conversation today with Steve White. We talked for an hour or so. We talked about Play Plus. He was interested in it. He was excited about it. It's kind of wild. He was telling me I'm going to get burned at the stake in a Skinner box. It was pretty cool. But that's the first person I ran it by who's outside of my like little circle. I haven't even really told April about it. It's a little weird, and it's not really ready. Like you guys, nobody's here, so right? It's a pretty safe place. A pretty safe place to test things out. So let's get started. I want to go back over this thing here. I'm going to give a presentation. here as soon as the music's over. So I'm going to give a presentation on the now and next play cycle. That's what I'm calling it. Have you done the channel? The channel's terrific. Channel's the way to go. I like the channel because it gives an additional criteria, an additional aspect to it, and it keeps them in line. So I'm gonna go through this. Let me get ready here. I should have been getting ready, but you distracted me, Sagepaw. You distracted me. So I'll present this in the window. Bingo, there we go. And now I will do a screen share, and I will only screen share the app, pitch mode, sweet. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna walk through it real quick. This is now and next. Play cycle. All right, so we have now. In the now phase of play, the dog prehends, grasps the handler's cue, right? Setting the subjective tone, that is the classically conditioned state, and aligning the subjective aim. What are we doing here? It's a dynamic stage of active engagement and expectation, leading into the next phase and awaiting the anticipated trigger. So the now phase, cue, I give the cue. This is the idea. This initiates, the cue is the idea. The cue initiates the now phase. It's what's happening. It's what's up. It's a communicative signal from the handler sparking the dog's response. The cue sets the stage for action, harnessing the dog's seeking and play systems and propelling the training cycle forward. Thank you, ChatGPT. Right? So, the cue gives the dog the idea and the need to do something, the understanding that something's going to happen. So we then offer a state of aporia. So aporia is a constructive pause. In this situation, it's a constructive pause. As we start, we offer the cue, we pause for a moment. That constructive pause allows us to get our shit together towards the goal, towards the subjective aim. This also allows us to adjust the rhythm and the novelty, right, of our interaction, and that will adjust and tune the subjective tone, the classically conditioned state of the dog. So through our cueing process, we can reinforce different types or different emotional feelings that lead to kind of a different animal, right? We can adjust the dog's classical condition here. So this is just a moment that we dedicate to planning, and it loads the trigger and prepares for the next leap into action. ChatGPT, so amazing. So the trigger is the finish of the now phase, right? This is actualizing the behavior, right? And the anticipated behavior, right? So when I offer the trigger, the dog, they take it, right? They want it because it's been kind of hanging over them for a bit, right? So it's the decisive moment that transitions from now into next, and it satisfies the current task, launching the dog and handler into the next cycle of engagement. So that's a now. That's what we're doing. And you guys do this. You just don't have, everybody does this. They may or may not have the aporia in there, right? Purposefully putting the aporia in there allows the dog to plan and allows us to create some drama or to make them think a little more, right? And then we have a trigger. And if you don't have a trigger, your dog has the initiative. Your dog decides when to go. And that's a tough one for disc doggers. It's also a tough one for super top shelf trainers. As soon as you get up there, you have to have the discrete moment of when the dog does it because you're so precise. So next, the next phase, and by the way, here, let me back out of here because I kind of got started and I don't think you guys saw this. Shaban, yeah. Boom. Right? So we have now and next. We just went through now. That's cue, aporia, trigger. That's what's up. Right? Cue, aporia, trigger. That's what's up. And then the trigger happens. Boom. The dog actualizes the behavior. Woohoo! This is it. Bang. The action happened, and we start the next phase. And this is the most important part of dog training, guys. The most important part. Don't you dare leave. Don't you dare leave. This is the most important part. So the dog does the action, right? And I'm going to jump back into, the dog is going to do the action, handler will prep, all that stuff will happen. We'll go through it. But again, it starts up here with the now. Let's do the thing, right? And then once we're doing the thing, the next phase happens when the dog gets the cookie. The cookie is the bridge between now and next. Super cool. Super stoked about it. All right, so here we go. Present in window. Boom. So in the next phase, we're in the next phase now. Action is the dog actualizing the cued behavior and achieving the cookie. It signifies the satisfaction. No, I ruined it. Signifies the satisfaction of the current task and sets the stage for the handler's next instruction, building a continuous rhythm of engagement. Right? Oh, that ruined it, didn't it? Dude, that's terrible. All right. So while the dog is doing that, while the dog is getting the cookie, doing the thing, the handler needs to prep. As the dog and the dog is actually prepping as well. I've got it. I have to land. I have to reorient to the handler. Let me get my shit together. Re-grab the disc. You can think about those things that the dog does. As the dog actualizes the behavior, the handler loads the reward, moves to an optimum position, and declares readiness, setting the stage for the next cycle of engagement and maintaining the rhythm of the training session. You got to be ready. Right? Those of you guys who got dogs that are checking out, you're not ready. If you're ready and you're loaded up and ready to go, the dog isn't going anywhere. You have to be ready, and that has to happen while the dog is doing the previous skill. So that is showing back there, isn't it? All right, so the next thing is we read the release, right? The handler attentively observes the dog's release from the current behavior, assessing both physical and mental state. This observation is crucial, allowing the dog and handler to predict the dog's next likely move based upon individual tendencies in the current training context. So you read the dog. You give the cookie, the dog is going to do what? You should know that. And you should read it with another cookie placed in the position that you're going to be in. If you give the cookie and you're like, wow, that was great, and you have a party and you're not ready, you got trouble. You can have a party and load a fucking cookie. It's no big deal, right? Oh my God, that's amazing. I have a cookie, right? It's not hard. So we read the release. We want to, in our prep, we want to declare a little bit. We want to tell, we trigger the behavior. Boom, dog gets it. Yeah, I load up. I'm going to set up in the direction that we want to go. If we're going to go that way, I don't want to have to turn around afterward, right? So I'll do the trigger. Boom, I'll load up, and I'll turn over here, and I'll address the dog as they release over here. My prep can shape the release. The dog looking into the handler has the dog looking in and attending to us. And so that's another piece of the next phase, right? And then we have a moment of aporia. All of these moments of aporia, you don't have to have them in there. I can read the release, yes, out, yes, boom, we're gone, right? But I can also read the release and watch the dog. Aus, right? Now the dog is waiting for, what's happening? Hey, you gonna tell me to do something, right? Those moments of aporia are rhythm contours. What do you think of that word, Sage Paw, huh? Rhythm contours. They change the rhythm. So we have activity contours and activation contours and rhythm contours. We'll talk about them some other time. But we're able to use these moments of aporia. That means at an impasse, right? And it's when you are taken at a loss for words. Oh my God, I can't answer that question right now. Or when I choose to not answer that question at this time, right? That idea of aporia, super awesome. And we're using that in order to engage the brain, in order to adjust the dog's classically conditioned state, the subjective tone, to get our shit together, to process all of this happens for the handler as well. We keep looking at this as only the dog. It's happening with us too, right? So aporia, they're moments that foster a mental, they're mental moments that we can take that can increase the subjective tone and the subjective aim. But you guys don't know what a subjective aim is, so this pause late in the next phase, right? This pause is for collection. The handler uses this moment to contemplate the next move and the training strategy if necessary, and to tune the subjective tone to maintain engagement. This is where and when rhythm, drama, and novelty are created. It's how we create that novelty in terms of pace, and how we create the novelty in, oh, what's gonna happen? When is she gonna tell me to drop it? When is he gonna do the thing? It's important. This consequent connection, the handler initiates an interaction that is a direct consequence of the dog's release, a precursor behavior to the task at hand, or a default or desired behavior. So after the dog releases, the dog essentially shapes us, wants us to connect. So they perform either the release better, a precursor behavior to something we want, or the default or desired behavior that we always do, or the behavior that I cue, right? And then boom, we hook up again, me and the dog, and we're connected. And that consequent connection coming off of the release, now we're working right back into the beginning of this pattern. So we connect, we pull the dog, work the dog into position, guide the dog into the optimal position for the next task. This often involves coordinated movement between the dog and handler, setting up both parties for successful execution of the forthcoming cue. Super important. Out, yes, boom, I hook up, there's the connection. Boom, I pull us into position, awesome. Wait. Another piece of aporia. The pause before the next cue is given. We're on another cycle now. We're gonna give another cue, right? The handler uses this interval to ensure all elements are in place for the now phase and to mentally prepare for the next cycle of engagement. And there we go. And that is a cycle of play. We have now, where we're doing the thing, and the more important next, which is where the cookie happens. The cookie is next. As soon as that cookie happens, the dog flatlines. I got it. When the dog turns around and we're prepped and ready and we've read the release, the dog turns around, that is the high five moment. That's why we're playing the game. So the dog can share with us what just went down and we can go, whoa, dude, wasn't that badass? That's what we're doing it for, and nobody's ever there. The next phase starts with the action, moves to the high five, right? Read the release and connect. There's the high five. And we roll back into the beginning, and we're back up there to do it again. Whoosh. The cookie is the bridge, not the goal. Cookie's the bridge to get to the high five with your handler, to get to that moment of achievement because you did the thing, right? The thing isn't important. That you did it is important. And that is the play plus next now cycle, or now next cycle. That's my shtick. It's the first time I've tried it. I'm going to try and implement some of that in here and talk about it a little bit. It's not bad. Do you think it's super complex? I don't think it's very complex. I don't think it is, man. Like that's what we do in every rep anyway. By the way, I think this is just gameplay. This isn't just dog stuff. This isn't just dog stuff. This is gameplay in general. We have now, the play starts. We have a moment where we get our shit together, right? However small that is, right? But I have to read the situation first. I have to know what's happening, right? And then the play is triggered, right? The action happens, and then we kind of read what happened, read anything that we need to read for the continuation of play, right? And then we connect, high five, or quick hit plan, line up, get in the group again, kind of thing. And then we move on until the next play. And I think it's how play happens in general. So I'm pretty stoked about it, actually. Pretty stoked about it. So I'm going to try and implement a little bit of that. It's a little hard to narrate. It's not, I don't know what I'm talking about yet. All I know is that I have a really terrific map of what I've been doing for a really long time. And I have a really novel and interesting way to talk about it and understand it that really gives me some granularity and some control. So we're going to do some stuff with the cookie process. The cookie process and the trigger process are the same thing. The aporia that we're using between the cue and the trigger, boom, between the cue and the trigger here, this aporia, right? This aporia and this aporia, right? They're taking place from 1 to 3 seconds, the same time frame as reward prediction error. So we have the same kind of setup. We have click, I'm getting in my treat bag, cookie. Cookie! I'm getting in my treat bag. Where's the dog? Easy, cheetah. There we are. What did you do to make me do this? Right? Here comes your cookie. I put you in position. Aporia. Click. And we just walk through, right? And we keep running that sequence. The aporia is, my dogs take the trigger like the cookie, guys. And the trigger, what happens right after the trigger? The action in the cookie. That's really tight. For those of you guys who don't play with toys, or you don't play a structured game with toys, when I trigger with a toy, the dog is getting the toy right then, right? So that they're usually chasing the toy there. So my dogs get this real visceral understanding that the trigger is the cookie. Through that, I'm able to do the same things with next, with either triggering or allowing, I can get that same action because they want to do the next thing. They want to get to next. We're at now. I'm incomplete. I need next. We're at now. This is boring. What's next? Here, the release. The dog will release to opportunity. If you're not prepped, you're not opportunity. If you're not going to hook up after they release, you're not opportunity. The dog will release to opportunity. If you throw and your dog releases to the sideline or to the woods, that's where the opportunity is. You should work on that. Right? Dog will release to opportunity. And the opportunity is the connection. The connection is going to lead to the next rep. The cue is going to lead to the trigger. The trigger leads to the cookie. Oh, I'm bummed. Where's the next connection? Bang. Over and over. And this phase is way more important than the other phase. There's a shit ton of stuff that gets taught in this phase. Anyway, I'm going to try and outline some of that while we're working dogs on a couple of cookie skills here. I don't know if I can do it. So I've successfully ran everyone off. That's good. What it will be, Sage Paw. It will be hot. It's cold here today. I had to put on long johns. I prepared. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate the now part of the cycle, and then I'm going to try and demonstrate the next part of the cycle. But I'm not, you know what? I have this fucking huge screen. Oh, dude, we're totally all set. It's big enough even I can see it. That'll be terrific. So I'm going to move this up there. And I'll have it. Oh, come on, dude. Yes. I know, Epi. If I give any while cookies, right? If I give any cookies while, whoa, easy, cheetah, right? They will be affecting the dog's classically conditioned state. They'll be affecting the dog's subjective tone, right? So when I don't mark and I give him something, and it's not consequent either, we can't have a problem and go, oh, you know, I happen to give the cookie when the dog shuffled or whatever. The classical cookies, while, are classically conditioned cookies. So I'm going to do Where's the Trigger with CupCake here. Let me see, I think, chill, guys. Boom, Bertha. Yeah. Yeah. All right. While, not wild. While, not if then, but while. While he is sitting, the cookie will happen. If he stands, the cookie happens. If he sits, nothing happens. That's the one I'm really interested in. That is the one I am really friggin' interested in. That if he sits, nothing happens. Right? Now, while he is sitting, that's a cookie that that is not operant. That's a cookie that is adjusting the dog's subjective tone, the classically conditioned state. So I'm going to do where is the trigger with the stand behavior with CupCake up here. Stand. Boom. Come on. Don't. You gotta man up, CupCake. Off. Yes. Good girl. Epic. Zip. Right? Stand. Boom. Off. Yes. Good. Stand. Off. Yes. Good. Off. Yes. Good. Right? So that is the now. Right? That is what's happening right now. We give the cue. I pause for a moment. I give the trigger. CupCake, chill. Epic, off. Yes. And I do not chill. I do not have to do aporia. Off. Yes. Through. Yes. Right? Like I can do it at whatever pace I would like to. Right? But through. Boom. Yes. You can hear him squeal. Oh my God, that's so exciting. It's this through behavior. Right? Twist. Yes. Good man. Right? He's pretty excited about that. And it's just hoop. Boom. Yes. Good man. That is the seeking system and expectancy. And he wants the trigger. It's not the cookie. Like he runs over and gets the cookie real matter of fact, but he jumps back at me. So with Epic here, I'm going to work the second part. I mean, I got to do the first part, right? But I'm going to try and demo the second part. And let me make it big. Let me make it big so I can see it. Boom. Oh, I might even be able to read that shit, man. That's great. While CupCake is up there, it's not an if-then, right? So she is not getting the idea that, dude, come on, man. Chill. That she's doing something. I got a hot dog. I have a really hot dog. So I'm going to use, watch this. I'm going to use this next phase to adjust his tone. Yes. Yes. Here. Good. Ready? Through. Yes. Awesome. So I'm reading. I'm going to switch. Boom. Awesome. Ready? Makai. Yes. I don't know how, if I throw the cookie in here, he's going to fire. I'm in trouble. Through. Yes. Get back. Yes. So when I rear cross him, I have to load and be ready to pay him. When I pay him, I have to be ready to hook up with him. Right? And that's that next part. I told you I was going to struggle with that. Told you. What are you doing, CupCake? Stop. Chill. Everybody's really fired up again. I don't know, is it Mondays that this happens? What's up? Leave it. Dude, chill. King is the only one who's chill, man. I don't know what's up with you guys. So anyway, that's now and next. Not a very good illustration, sorry. So what I do want to talk about, and the cookie process, right? How I get the cookie out. Unfortunately, kind of the stuff that I wanted to show and demonstrate, I think. Wanted to do activation contours, right? So if I reach in here and grab my cookie and pop it around and move it around real sharply, if I move real sharply and I'm super animated, right? Everyone gets super animated. That's an activation contour. And when I give the cookie, yes, right? Do you see how slow that was? Yes. I can come over here and I can be super sedate and I can pay. How I come out of the cookie bag matters, right? If I reach in and grab it and pop it out, boom, pow, right? Or yes, and I pay the dog. Yes, and I pay the dog. Twist, boom, yes, good girl, right? Yes, good man. You see how sharp that is? Look at his little feet, right? Yes. Yes. Spin. Oops. No, it's the hard one. You don't do that way. Twist. Yes. Good. Yes. Good man. Yes. Good girl. So how we give the cookie matters. How quickly we give the cookie matters. Yes. Yes. Yes, good girl. When that process starts, yes. If I don't have my treat bag on me, yes, good girl. Wow, that was terrific. 6 seconds later, I gave her the cookie, right? It was totally attached to that because the cookie process, me getting over to that spot, let me do it in a little different fashion here. Me getting over to that spot was begun earlier. So this will be interesting. Yes, oh my gosh. Wow, that is super terrific. Oh my gosh, CupCake. Whoa, look at her. Whoa. A lot of time took place there, right? A lot of time. And she still knew that it was the eye contact marker, right? Epic. Dude, go do dog stuff. Chill. I don't know why you're so freaking excited. Right? So the cookie process initiated. I'm going to take eye contact from her and I'm going to mark. And as long as I get the cookie process going in 2 seconds or so, I can walk all the way through the house. Oh my God, we're going to go to the fridge or to the cookie drawer, right? Yes, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Oh my God. And I can go back over here and pay her. And that cookie's attached to that eye contact earlier, right? Because the cookie process started there. So I'm going to try again and see if she gets off this time. I bet she doesn't. Yes, oh my gosh, holy cow. Wow. Right, and we're way beyond the time frame of 1 to 3 seconds for reward prediction error, and that's because she already knows that it's happening, right? So I can mark yes, and I can pay her right away. I can mark yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Holy cow! Oh wow! Right, that whole thing was the cookie process, largely because it came after yes and led to, like, there's hope of a cookie. Off, yes, off. Up, off. Good work. Easy, easy. Right? Another thing that's super nice. Yes, good man. Right? Super inefficient. Watch how long it takes. Yes. In addition to it, there's a cookie by his foot right now that he's going to recognize in just a moment because he doesn't know whether he got them all or not. And he's going to check. It's like the cookie that keeps on giving. You see it? You don't even see it, Epi. You don't even see it. Yes, good man. Even if I throw him with some action, right? Good work. Go do dog stuff. Awesome. So, cookie process, how I do it. There's also me. Yes, boom, right? Yes, boom. Yes. Right? And the second one might be more drive building than the first one. Yes. There's a lot of drama loaded up in here, right? All part of the cookie process. Yes. Boom. Quick, perfunct. Where I put it. Yes. I put it low and quick, and she stays down. Yes, I deliver it slowly, and she stands up. Yes. Boom. Right? So the way that we give the cookie, the speed, the intensity, the placement, that stuff matters. But it's a process. Yes, it's been engaged. And it's been completed. Yes, aporia. Am I getting a cookie? I don't know, right? Okay, I guess I'm getting one. That idea of it takes a moment for my handler to get a cookie is the same as dog catch. Boom. Oh, I know, it's a tough one. You ready? Dog catch. Boom. She's afraid of Epi. Dog catch. Boom. Yes, girl. It's the same time frame, same construct. Through. Boom. Yes, good man. Right? Same idea. There you go. Trigger process, cookie process. Go do dog stuff, guys. That's what I got so far. Oh no. All right, hang on. GoPro. Don't get a GoPro. Don't do it. Don't do it. So it's a shame to say that. Yeah, right? That'll be cool, John. John will be here tomorrow. It's crazy. Super crazy. Woo! Hope it's just a battery. Whoa, whoa. Battery's cranked in there. Might not just be the battery, guys. That one looks a little swole too. There we go. We got one that's not swole. Let's see. Fingers crossed. That's okay. I like my GoPro. Ah. They don't go to work. Normal person does. They say I'm up to no good. They call up the fuzz. There we go. All right, let's fix the whatchamacallit here. Oh, we look good there. All right. And boom. Boom, Bertha. All right. So what's going on? Is anybody here but Sage Paw? Sage Paw, the faithful. Sage Paw, the faithful, and Epi, the loyal. He's very loyal. Very, very loyal. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. What is a weather girl doing in the co-host seat? Crazy stuff happening out there. Hey, what's up? Oh, that is up with that. There we go. Boom, boom. A little higher. Boom, Bertha. Looking good. You know, not very smart getting on a spinning stool. Not the smartest. There's a Strom coming from Chicago. All right, so let me see what else is on my list. All right, I'm going to do Choose to Heal with the CupCake. I'm going to, so in the trigger process, so the now part of the process, in the trigger process, we have this, come on, there we go. No, I don't want that one. Gosh darn it. All right. So in this concrescent process, we have this thing here. I'll get there in a sec. Primary display. Hey, where'd it go? There we go. All right. So we have, oh shit, what was I, forgot what I was going to say. What was I just saying, Sage Paw? How's the weather, CupCake? Choose to heal with CupCake. It's annoying. Live demonstration, the cookie process. Do-do-do-do. I was gonna show you something in the cookie process. Huh. In the trigger process, I remember that. Oh well, I forgot. So we'll do Choose to Heal here in a sec. Throw on some music. We'll do the Vybe jams. Whoa. Oh, I know what I want to show you. I know you have the spot in front of the couch. You have the two pedestals. You have the channel, which is a spot that CupCake has been using. And you have the mat right behind Epi, which CupCake has also been using as a spot. So, the two balls as well. The cookies on the ball, right? I left those cookies on the ball, remember that? All right, so when I walk around here, all of that will be prehended by CupCake. It will all be, the actual world is everything in here right now. So she's gonna prehend that. She's gonna grasp it. And it will be part of her subjective tone. Okay? The feelings and emotions of the pedestal in the past, the feelings and emotion on the mat with the backing up that you've seen so much, all of the earlier reps, the successes, the failures, the successes that weren't so super successful. All of that, while we're walking around here, will be impacting her, right? And that is her subjective tone. Okay, I'm just gonna capture heal when she offers it. That's it. I'm gonna do some stuff and I'm gonna try and pay her to keep her there, right? Her subjective aim is gonna be very unclear. She's gonna be confused as to whether she should be doing the spots or whether she should be walking around with me. She's gonna be confused between, conflicted. Why is my camera stopping? So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get rid of the things that she would jump up on. And I'll put Epi on the balls so she won't get up on there either. I'll put them all by Epi, and she'll avoid that shit like the plague. My point at demonstrating that is that the entire situation is part of both the subjective aim, what we're really trying to accomplish here, and the subjective tone. How do I feel about this? Which of these things here are pulling me in one direction or another? And so we'll get a look at that with both ideas. I'd like to thank our patrons for supporting the show. It would not be going on without them. Patrons get access to class, access to me, and other goodies like PDFs and ebooks and such that I've written in the various projects that we do. There we go. Boom. All right. So let's work some dogs. I'm going to do Choose to Heal with CupCake. There should be some of this now and next going on. There's a recovery time. I will definitely read her. You'll see me read her. The situation isn't particularly set up for next. It's all her choice. The initiative this is an important one. The initiative within the game, when I cue and the dog doesn't go until the trigger, I cue, the dog is like, okay, and I have the initiative. It's my call at that point in time. I have the ball. I am the offense. And that's critical. That's super critical, particularly for Frisbee. So I'm going to have the initiative when I cue and trigger. If I cue and I don't know what my trigger is, I don't have the initiative. The dog has the initiative. I just get to call when the game starts, right? I have initiative when we're not doing anything. As soon as we start doing something, I cede my initiative. The trigger allows me to maintain my initiative. It's super important. But in this situation, CupCake has the initiative. I see you heard your name, didn't you? So she will have the initiative. That's what free shaping is. Not quite what capturing is. I should think about that a little bit. Interesting philosophical question there. So I'm going to start walking. When she hits heel position, I'll pay her. I'm going to mark left foot falls. I'm going to mark the arrival into heel position. I'm going to cue her off. That's my duration cue. That's the thing that says you've been doing duration. It is the release cue. I will mark the off as well when she leaves. I will potentially mark good decisions, like her getting ready to jump on the thing and looking at me, and I'll pay in position. Those moments are, they're micro goals from flow theory. If there's flow theory by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. His flow theory. And it's the theory of flow. You've probably read about it on BuzzFeed and shit. It's his theory. Super fascinating theory. We're using it within Play Plus to throttle the dog, to adjust the dog's energy levels, also to adjust our criteria in a sensible fashion. And again, we're hitting both the mental, the aim, what are we trying to do here, and the tone. How does it feel doing this thing here? CupCake off, good girl. All right, let's do Dojo. Bingo. All right, so do we have this camera ready? Oh yeah, here we go. Are we 5x5 CupCake? CupCake, are we 5x5? Hang on, we are 5x5, but I didn't get the good film shot, CupCake. Hang on, I see you. That is such a good looking dog right there, huh? What? I know. Look at ya. Look at you. CupCake off. CupCake off. So, prehending the environment. CupCake off. Epi's out. Not doing it. Up. So, Epic right here essentially just made anything around him essentially completely off limits. She's not going to go anywhere near this area, right? So I'll start walking. When she hits heel position, yes. So there's going to be a lot of coincident. So you can see her, she's having trouble, yes, with don't. Wow, that was great, CupCake. I'm super impressed. Look at you. So you can see her moving, yes, from one of these to the other. My aim, yes, is to go here, pay here. Her aim, yes, good girl, chill, Epi. Her aim, yes, is almost to stay with me. She's conflicted. Yes, good girl. Off. Good work. So I kick her off so that I can bring her back on. I missed it. Yes. Epic. Stop. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. So those moments there. Yes. Good girl. Wow. That was terrific. You ready? Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Go do dog stuff. Yeah. Just going to try and back her up. So within that session, the dog had the initiative. I marked and reinforced on heel. I'm going to move these distractions, right? We would call them distractions. I'm using this because I don't want to call them a distraction. They're legitimate things within the environment. These things are always there, right? And we should just know that they're going to be there. If they're trouble, we'll get rid of them, right? If they're trouble, we'll get rid of them. If they're not, who cares? But we shouldn't be shocked when these things, like Epi being somewhere, down, chill, right? Or the pedestals being somewhere and having the dog not performing as we would really think they would. You know what I mean? Yes, good girl. Wow. Yes, yes, good girl. Off. Yes, good girl. That's great. So I want to get the off for sure. I'll just start walking again. And I'm waiting for heel position. Yes, she has the initiative here. Yes, good. And now I'm going to push her in, yes, and force her. See her squirt out there? Yes. Yes. The moment she slid away from me, this moment right there, yes. I marked that a couple times, and now there's that squirting out. I'm going to capture this moment here where she turns yes with me. Left foot was down, and I was turning on her, so here, yes, she's going to give me that space. That idea, that moment right there, yes. This moment that she missed. Funny, that moment that she missed right there. Whoa, 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 dude. So we have this moment right there, yes. And we have this moment right, yes, there. That are super important. If she gets those, then when I turn on her, yes, she stays in heel. Not quite, right? And pull her back here and turn in on her, and yes, she stays in heel. Yes, good girl. Right? Off. Go do dog stuff. Dude. Excuse me. Thank you. All right. So a little choose to heal. That criteria I was marking, right? That criteria I was marking. You could probably hopefully you could see it right there. That turn. That's an important concept for the dog to have. That pressure, to give to that pressure rather than squirt out, right? You'll also notice that when I did that round, that the distraction level, she was with me much cleaner that round. And it's because all the shit that she wants to get on has been eliminated. She didn't even prehend the balls. She didn't prehend the balls, man. She didn't grasp the fact that the balls were in play. Her pedestal, which is up on the couch, right? Not in play. You know, so all of a sudden those things weren't even in the equation. And that allowed us to have a better subjective aim, right? To have this coordinated subjective aim. Oh God, I'm so old, guys. So fucking sad. This coordinated subjective aim right there, we didn't have that when the obstacles were out. CupCake was thinking we were doing the pedestal. Much of what I was doing looked like we were doing the pedestal, right? And so what else should she think? Duh, we're doing the pedestal. I don't know, we're walking. I don't know what this is. I know the pedestal kicks ass. By eliminating the pedestals, I took that out of the equation. Our subjective aim was able to come through, right? What you got, Sade? Aussie. She is a mini Aussie. She's a mini Aussie, Michelle. She's out of Jammin' Aussies. She's a CJ Jammin' Aussies, and I don't know what Cat's Kennel is called now. I don't know what it's called. That's terrible. I should know that. I'm in the Game of Thrones. I should know that. I'm totally in the Game of Thrones right now, too. So yeah, within that, we got to look at how the actual world set the subjective tone and affected the team and the dog's subjective aim. Mine was fine. CupCake had trouble. Therefore, the team had trouble. Right? I eliminate those things, and the subjective aim sharpens up. CupCake now does what we're supposed to do. The team now do what we're supposed to do. Right? Everybody feels better. We'll be able to handle the obstacles sometime soon. And I know that that is no huge difference than normal, right? It's no real difference. It's not much different from your normal decision-making process, right? But in the past, I would look at those as distractions. Or because we use them all the time, I wouldn't even really see them as distractions. I would be pissed off that they were there. And again, I would move the pedestals, but I wouldn't move them for the same reason, and I certainly wouldn't be moving them to adjust my dog's classical condition about them in the future, right? I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be noticing that CupCake's terrified of Epi over there on the spot, right? So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Super cool. Super cool. So we've talked about the play cycle, the cycle of play. I got it right there. Boom, Bertha. Boom, Bertha. Try it one more time. Not happening. What's up, CupCake? Not happening. Fourth time is a charm. So we have the Play Plus. Now in next play cycle. Now cue Aporia trigger. Next. The dog eats the cookie. The cookie is next. That's when it happens. And then we go to work. We prep, we get ready, we load up, we get our shit together, we get in position. We read the release of the dog. Is this happening the way that I thought it was going to happen? Yes, it is. Awesome, I'm in position. No, it isn't. I should get in position. I need to be ready here. If I'm not ready when the dog finishes their action, they're empty. And I mean empty like they're satisfied and like nothing's happening. It's a 0 point almost. So I'm done. Awesome. They look in and the handler is messing around. Well, he's not ready. Let's go. And they'll find something else. To be prepped on the release and to be knowledgeable about where the dog is releasing is to essentially own initiative coming into the connection. You then set up and your dog is like, oh, what's going on there? At which point in time I can capture connection or I can give a cue and the dog is going to do it in order to connect. Super important. The dog is stuck on us here. So we went over that, went over the cookie process about how we can initiate. Yes, oh my gosh, CupCake, holy cow. Whoa, how crazy is that? That girl is nuts. Look at her, right? That cookie's still connected to that marker. Still connected to that marker. That's probably the best cookie she got all night, right? Highly memorable, highly charged, lots of expectancy, loaded, right? When I give it to her and she eats it, it's gone, like every other cookie, right? The action's done. Now I need to prep and reconnect with the dog. And that's how we fire in play. That's how we do it. So I also talked about activation contours. Activation contours are like how I give the cookie, how I move, right? Oh my gosh, boom. Whoa, pow. Boom. What, right? Those things, activation, whoa. Activation contours, how I activate, that matters. When we're playing, it's super important. We can offer things quickly where they shouldn't be and create a novel opportunity for the dog. We can offer things slowly where they shouldn't be and have the dog really groove on that as well. So those activation contours, super important. And I didn't talk about vitality effects. I'll save something for later. All right, so what's going on, Michelle? How are you doing? There's going to be a bunch of new terms in the glossary on the site. Bunch of them. ChatGPT is working overtime for me. I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to start putting together that we're going to traffic in while I write this philosophy book. Pretty stoked. And again, I'll recap. I had a nice conversation with Steve White today about Play Plus. Likes it. He's gonna. He offered his services as a reader of whatever perspective I would like. He's a real dog guy. Super awesome guy, and he offered to read it with whatever's I need at the time. Well, I hope you do feel better. I hope you do feel better. All right. Got pretty excited about this stuff. It's pretty crazy to be able to address both of these things, the mental and the physical. And the mental and the physical, it doesn't frickin' stop. The seeking system is based out of the physical pole. The other systems are based out of the mental pole. And it just pulses back and forth, dude. And this mental pole has kind of been off limits to dog trainers. And the physical pole has been like, I don't know, the bastard stepchild of dog trainers. We're afraid of it. We're afraid of the classical condition. We don't know how to handle it within behavior. We have to do some entirely different protocol in order to handle the classical condition. And we handle the classical condition on every rep. We shape and form and deform the classical condition on every rep. That's pretty fucking fascinating. All right. You guys got any questions or requests? Anything you want to see? Pretty excited about these, the glossary on the site. We'll do merch, Griff links, get shoes, man. Get some shoes. What? Oh, funny. I'm actually in that screen. Get your shoes, merch link. Right? They're pretty sweet. Patreon. Yep. Patrons get access to class. Michelle's a patron. She's, I think, enjoying classes. She's unable to make it personally, but there's a shit ton of content on there. And Michelle, you're really gonna, I think you're gonna dig the, yeah, I know, they're fucking sweet kicks, man. I think you're gonna dig what's gonna come up in the glossary. I'm gonna put all of these Play Plus terms in the glossary. It's all gonna function right out of the site. Sage Pop, you want to read a bunch of, it isn't the book though, it's a bunch of Chat GPT formulated stuff. So there'll be sweet definitions and kind of a framework in the glossary on the site. You'll dig that. All right, tip your dog trainer. The physical pole at the Digital Dojo. Super funny. All right, I've done patrons. Nice. Yep. Yep, got it. So, where does the reward happen, Maggie? Why should he come in? It's rate of reinforcement and it's reward placement. All you have to do is work against that. There are a couple ways you can do it. You can do more moment by moment. All that flat work stuff we do inside, all of those are cookies. I don't know how much of this you caught, but the whole next process, the process of next, after he gets the disc, the prep, the read, the release, the aporia, the connection, that comes directly out of Frisbee, right? So what you want is you want him to get the action and then need the connection right away. And you're going to set that up as essentially a game rhythm, right? And you can't do that in toss and fetch when you throw those long rollers. That's what your bite work is for. That's also what the DiscDog forms and fly chi flow forms are for. So that we get this emulsifier stuff. Sorry, fuck. Yeah, this shit that I'm pointing at that you can't see. When he gets the cookie, right? When he gets the cookie, you need to prep, read the release, and be ready to connect. And that sequence after the cookie, that next sequence sets up the next now. When you throw toss and fetch, you send the dog around. It's now I make the throw. And it's next. Best case scenario, it's now again, we're doing it again, right? Contrast that with get around, short toss. Get around, yes, short toss. There's the action, right? Dog turns, I prep. Dog is moving the direction I think. IQ drop. Dog connects, I move the dog. I mark when the dog moves with me. I pull the dog, I make the little toss. We're back up here. Or I pull the dog, we make the toss. There's the action, right? I prep, the release, connection. That part of the game right there needs to be hot. That doesn't happen when you don't have a Frisbee in your hand. That doesn't happen when the disc is 40 yards downfield. That happens when you're working the dog. And what we want to do is set up this rhythm of you do the thing, you get the thing, then you do the thing. And then we line up and do the thing. And that's the game. And it's always popping and it's always novel. Right? You can't do that right now because you're kind of a one-trick pony with the disc. Big roller. Right? Big roller, predictable bite or desperate bite. You want to play inside and create little tiny games with where's the trigger, the foundational DiscDog things, and get your feet under you, learn the big skills of how to move the dog. And what happens is when the dog catches and looks in and IQ out and then I move the dog, that becomes connection, that becomes a cookie. And that becomes a cookie that leads to the next opportunity to do it. From now to next, now to next. Yeah, it's hard too. It's hard. And here's the thing. This sequence, I really want to demonstrate this whole sequence. I could show it big as shit in Frisbee. In here, when you do it in the small scale, the speed is low. Or I'm sorry, the speed is low. The dog is only doing 2 miles an hour, right? But the pace is super fast because they're only 12 inches away. So they breathe and they're on you. And I can't do it here. So when you get inside, right now you play close to you, not inside like indoors, but like in close to you within the kind of time frame that we're looking for to develop the rhythm. You don't have the skills to handle all of the movement. You don't know how to read the release, right? You don't know how to prep. By the time you're prepped, you can't read the release, right? By doing this with simple things, where's the trigger, your bite work, and then the elementary DiscDog forms, then we develop the skills to do this part well, to read the release really well. Right? To read the release really well. When we read the release really well, it's easy to connect. Right? We throw the cookie and we learn how to prep. We read the release. The dog is like, hey dude, what is happening? You are loaded. We're ready to go. When are you going to... There's the connection. And then that becomes the rhythm and the pace and the point of the game. So you do that in a smaller scale. The thing that you could do on the large scale, make the throw as he's running in, cue the drop, and whip it behind you. So you set up in the middle of the field, not on the edge. You almost got me there. So this is the field, the whole distance. I throw my 40-yarder out there. I let him catch, I let him reorient. Wow, great job, buddy. He gets about 25, 30 yards away. I cue drop, right? I cue drop. When his teeth come off, yes, I whip it 40 yards that way. And now he's got a 70-yard sprint to get that roller before it dies. If he won't drop on the run in, too early for that, make the throw, cue the drop and just fire it. Prompt switch it. Do the classical condition. Work the physical pull alone. Boom, whip it out there, right? And that will give you competing reward placement. It will also double your rate of reinforcement, and it will put him behind the 8 ball. It will make him late to the party, and he'll have to speed up. You can also do the same with bites on you, although it's not as exciting. So there you go. That's how you do it. And if you're looking for the instruction, flipping the field, that's the article you're looking for on the site. I don't know why it tried to ban you, Michelle. It tried to ban you. Yeah, and as long as you cue the drop and mark it, then he must carry. And in order for him to make next happen, he learns that he's got to be carrying it. It's also how I teach the drop. Or I'm sorry, it's also how I obtain the carry. Right? I obtain the carry by owning the drop. As long as you cue the drop before you throw it, you cue it, he does it, makes the throw happen. In order to make the throw happen or anything happen, he's got to be carrying it. And I got to figure out how that works in this now and next cycle, because I'm pretty sure it's got a big, this thing, dude, it's just shit, dude. Super excited. All the work that you're struggling with when you were struggling with him in your living room, right? You were having issues with being ready and this and that when he was a puppy. It was all because the only thing you cared about was now. That's all you cared about. The whole next part, right? That whole part wasn't on your radar. You were like, wow, he did the thing. And here he comes. He's got his cookie. Here he comes. And when this part falls flat, we lose the game. We lose initiative, and we lose control, and we lose the performance respect of our partner. They know we're not going to be ready. So why bother? I know she's not going to be ready, so I'll just take a victory lap. It's cool. When you're habitually loaded and driving him after the catch, when he looks in and you're loaded and facing the other way, so you make the throw. You ready? I make the throw. Close your eyes. You open them and you see me here. When you turn, you're late to the party. I'm making the throw. When that's how it rolls, you'll look back quicker. When you look back quicker, I mark yes, and then I throw. And then you realize that you're looking back quicker makes the throw happen. And we're off to the races, and we have a shorter thing. Reward placement, and focus in on this part here. That part there. That next action. That's what I got. Whoa. What happened? What happened? So I wonder All right, I think I might, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to do a little bit of work with King here. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to do some overwork with King. See how that goes. This is not my skill, by the way, guys. I'm not very good at teaching this skill historically. I've been dancing around the proper technique, but I didn't get it. I knew how it worked, and it wasn't the way that I thought it worked. All right, let's turn on. Ignorant mob. All right, so. Take me just a sec to get this set up. Hang on, I got to get Epi out of your way, King. Up. Whoa, what are you doing, CupCake, huh? What do you think you're doing? Nope, dude, come on. Show some restraint, Epi. CupCake. Off. King. Off. Yes. Good man. While she's up there, I'm going to pay her. All right. Let's see what we got here. Where's the dojo? This should be cool, actually. All right, so we're going to do overs with King. And hopefully I don't have to throw Epi out of the room. King, King. Come on, handsome. Right over here, you ready? Here, wait. Chill, Epi. So this here is just a stride regulator, right? Excuse me. It has nothing to do with the over. It's just there to set, wait, to set him leaping well before CupCake, dude. Over. Oh, yeah, yeah. Try her again. We'll try her again. Aus. Dude. Aus. Yes. Chill. Come on, handsome. Wait. There's barely enough room to do this in here. You could do it with CupCake. Over. Good man. Great work, handsome. Yeah, good work. Aus. Yes. Yes. Good. Come on. Dude. Good work. King. Wait. Chill, CupCake. Over. Good work, handsome. Yeah, look at him. Aus. Yes. Dude. Dude. Yes. Let's go. Good work, handsome. Come on. Right here. Wait right there. Awesome. So again, I'm about 1.5 meters from that. Over. Sorry, buddy. Aus. Dude. 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 King. Dude. Thank you. All right, one more try. I got some funky hands, guys. Right here, King. Wait, right there. Wait. Over. Good work. Yes. Aus. Yes. Dude. Yes. Let's go. Excuse me. Come on. Not bad, right, Sage Paw? I don't have to beat him up too much verbally. I don't like saying dude all the time, though. I want it to go away. Over. Good work, handsome. Aus. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Come on. Right here. Wait. Over. Good work. Aus. Yes. Awesome. Look at that guy. Aus. Yes. Through. Come on. Through. Through. Yes. Wait right there. Dude. Good work. Aus. Yes. Wow, that guy. Aus. Yes. Dude. Come on. Dude, let's go. Right here. Wait. Excuse me, King. Wait. Chill. Over. Shit, my bad. Aus. Yes. That pose, you see it lock in? Good. 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 Mine. Yes. Go do dog stuff. Woo. Good work, King. Good work, handsome. Epic, epic. Yes, good man. Easy. CupCake off. Off. CupCake off. Good work. Good work. You guys go do dog stuff. Woo. All right, there we go. Little King-a-ling. Oh. All right. So that's going to do it, guys. Any other questions? You guys got anything else? Show's brought to you by, Hero Disc USA. Team Hero, your dog can be a hero too. We play with the Sonic 215s and the Super Arrows. Get the benefits of light plastic and durable plastic at the same time. All right. No. So, okay, sweet. So the over, let me see, we'll throw up, I need to put the dojo up there. Do that. One sec here. Boom, pow. Remind me later. Add a new scene. Run scene. Dojo. Dojo. There we go. So the distance, the jump, right? This jump is a collection box, right? It is not what the dog is jumping over, right? Epi, come on over here. Chill. So I'm going to do a couple more with King. When he's jumping over, come on, King. He is, sit, good, chill. He's going to leave from here, and he's going to catch it here. I'm going to throw it slightly forward of me. He's going over. This is the over. This spot in here is the over, over the jump. The jump is simply a stride regulator, right? So the jump is simply a stride regulator. The over is going to happen in here. Over, boom. Maybe. I think Epi is making him a little nervous. Ouse. The pose here. Yes, pose. Let's go. Dude, yes, pose. And I'll pull him over here. I'm going to pair that yes pose, chill. I'm going to pair that yes pose with him dropping. I'm going to use it to let him know. You ready? King, over. Good work. What? Ouse, yes, pose. Right? That poses cookie is a terrific interrupter. Wait. So you can see that the over is happening here. I'm going to insert myself under the over. I'm not going to do it with King because he'll shit his pants. Right? We got excuse me. I'll leave the pressure on. And the pressure will go away. We're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to work on resetting you, King. Come here. Boom. So again, he's going to take off from about right here. He'll make the over catch about right here. Over. Boom. Yes. Good man. He makes the over catch right there. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Pose. Hey, dude. 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 Good work. Go to dog stuff. Wow. Epic, epic, yes. CupCake, CupCake. Good work. Go to dog stuff. The distance away, it depends on what you're working. So I could challenge King a little more by putting him closer. I could isolate his collection. There's a bunch of stuff that I could do, but really all I'm trying to get is him run and make a jump and don't fucking maul the discs. Once we can navigate that clearly, then I'll start to set him up shorter. Maggie, that thing that we were talking about, that handling the next phase of the cycle, when I shorten that to very small and he does like a two stride leap or a one stride leap, the landing and recovery is super fast. So the pace of the game is super, super fast. And that I can't keep up with that. There are too many drop problems in there. And those drop problems I don't want them to happen. So I like this longer term engagement where we have less reps, but more run out, more time in between. That allows the mechanics not to be so in the forefront. Does that make sense? All right. All right. So there we go. What else we got? You guys got anything? Very much so. Effecting and affecting, both. More affecting than effecting. Like, it fucking hurts, dude. It hurts. And it's It's almost gone. I got a couple things I think that I'm going to put on it, but kind of pissed that I am kind of needling him with a no or with a negative marker. Dude is a negative marker for me. Excuse me is my no reward marker. All right, that's my no reward marker. Dude is the real deal. Everybody knows that's a bad word. Dude is almost as bad as hey. Hey's a big one. No, I want to pair the over cue. I'll tell you what. If the dog were apprehensive about over, I would probably cue the catch cue, much like I would do the off cue to do the gap jump. We've talked about that in class, right? I use the off cue so it's easier and there's no challenge involved. But I want to pair the over with that big collection. The over is collection and targeting. It's not going over the bar. The over is targeting and collection. Yep. Yeah, and the smaller the game gets, the speed drops 100%. My dog's running 30 miles an hour in Frisbee, right? But when I come in here, the speed is 1 mile an hour, but the distance is 6, 12, 15, 20 inches. They cover that in a moment. The pace of play gets super fast. The syncopated kind of notion of how play happens, really important. And unfortunately, with a guy like King, you can't develop that. It gets really hard to develop a game that can satisfy the dog with the critical mechanical problem, right? You got to build that game somewhere else. And, this framework and the process philosophy, I think are really going to allow me to pretty easily just olay problems. Olay, right? I'll just sidestep them by being able to construct the game in a different manner. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to play us out with the new meme roll number 19. Always tip your dog trainer. You should always tip your dog trainer. Do that. And we will see you guys soon. Jump on the site. Look at the glossary. I posted a PDF, Michelle and Maggie, on the Next and Now cycle. There's a PDF on there that's real quick and sharp and to the point. It's in the Phenomenology of Play group, so check that out. Yeah, same old glossary, new terms, lots of new terms, and really valuable terms, guys. Vitality effect. Don't get your dog looking like this, right? And make sure that what you're doing matches how the dog moves. Make sure that when you go to give them a cookie, you don't like shoot your hand out there and scare them, right? Or if you're trying to make them cool, don't move too quick. All right, Antonis, you have a new copy of the book as well. I rewrote the intro 20 pages, put the new images in. Check it out, please. All right, here we go. Play us out with badass meme roll number finish. See you guys. Number 19. Ooh, we can do the CupCake cam. Chill. Oh shit, did it the wrong way. Look at him. a beast. Whoa. Look at you guys. Happy right there. Up, up. CupCake. King. Up. Yes. CupCake. Chill. Whoa. You guys. You guys are awesome. She's like, I don't want to be next to Epi. CupCake. Yes. Yeah, look at you guys. Yes. Good work. Whoa. CupCake, CupCake, yes. Good. We'll save you. We'll save you, CupCake. We will save you. We can do this. Do, 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 do. CupCake. Whoa, that was a big leap. Epic. King. See you guys later. CupCake.